Imagine this. You're playing a high-stakes RPG. You've spent 80 hours grinding for gold. You finally hit the jackpot. What do? You don't reinvest it in better stats. You don't upgrade your base. You spend it all on a limited edition skin that gives you zero tactical advantage. Pathetic! You think you're a rational actor? Nah. You're a biological meatbag running firmware from the Pleistocene. Your brain hasn't had a patch update in 50,000 years, but you're trying to navigate a digital-first, hyper-leveraged global economy. It's like trying to run Cyberpunk 2077 on a literal toaster. Boom! Welcome to your financial reality. You aren't bad with money, you're just glitching. Your hardware, that gray matter between your ears, is optimized for survival in a world of scarcity, not for building wealth in a world of infinite credit. You are wired to crave sugar and status. The modern economy is a giant dopamine trap designed to exploit those specific biological vulnerabilities. Let's talk about the Add to Cart button. It's not a tool, it's a drug delivery system. When you click that button, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. It's the same chemical reward your ancestors got for finding a patch of berries in the woods. But here's the glitch. Dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about anticipation. Simple. The high ends the moment the package arrives. You don't actually want the $200 headphones, you want the feeling of being the person who owns them. Once they're on your desk, they're just plastic and copper. The new wears off, the utility drops, but the debt on your credit card, that has a much longer shelf life. You're paying a dopamine tax every single day. Every subscription you don't use, every meal delivery app you open because you're too tired to cook. That's just you paying a premium to satisfy a biological glitch. You're chasing a ghost in the machine. Imagine this. You've invested 3 years into a dead-end degree, or 4 years into a dying industry, or 6 months into a moonshot crypto coin that's currently down 90%. Logic says, sell, pivot, delete the save file. But your brain says, but I've already put so much into it. Wrong. That's the sunk cost fallacy. It's a bug in your risk assessment software. Your brain hates losing more than it loves winning. Evolutionarily, losing your food meant death. Losing a surplus didn't matter. So you're hardwired to loss aversion. You'd rather lose everything trying to break even than take a small loss now and move on. You're holding on to bags because your ego can't handle a game over screen. In the financial world, diamond hands is often just a fancy term for, I don't know how to admit I'm wrong. Let's look at the mechanics. Most of you treat money like a health bar. It goes up, it goes down. You spend, you earn. Basic. Wealthy people treat money like an XP multiplier. They understand the most powerful equation in the universe, compound interest. Compounding is a cheat code that only works if you don't interrupt it. But your brain isn't built for exponential thinking. We think linearly. We think if we save $100 a month, we'll have $1,200 in a year. True. But we don't visualize the interest on the interest. Your brain wants the shiny loot now. It cannot comprehend the power level 99 version of yourself 30 years from now. To your biological software, that future version of you is a stranger. And why would you give your money to a stranger? Imagine this. You get a promotion, a 20% raise. Finally, you can breathe. 3 months later, you're broke again. Why? Inflation. Not the Federal Reserve printing money kind of inflation. I'm talking about lifestyle inflation. In gaming terms, it's level scaling. As you get stronger, the enemies get tougher. As you make more money, your needs get more expensive. Suddenly, the standard apartment isn't good enough. The basic coffee tastes like dirt. You need the premium subscription. You've increased your overhead without increasing your net worth. You're running faster on the treadmill, but the treadmill is just speeding up to match you. You aren't winning. You're just consuming more expensive fuel. If your expenses scale 1 to 1 with your income, your wealth is always zero. Why do you buy things you don't need with money you don't have? To impress people you don't even like. Cringe. This is the social proof glitch. We are tribal animals. In the wild, being cast out of the tribe meant you were tiger food. So we evolved to mirror the behavior of the alphas in our group. If everyone in your feed is wearing a specific brand or vacationing in a specific spot, your brain flags your lack of those things as a threat to your survival. You feel anxious. You feel behind. You're being manipulated by NPCs, non-player characters, who are also glitching. You're participating in a giant collective hallucination where looking rich is more important than being wealthy. Nah. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not bought, the watches not worn, and the flexes not posted. Wealth is the hidden inventory. So, how do you fix the software? You can't delete the lizard brain. You have to outsmart it. You need a system that bypasses your willpower because, let's be honest, your willpower is a limited resource with a terrible recharge rate. 1. Automate everything. Don't decide to save. Set up a script, a direct transfer from your paycheck to your investment. If the money never hits your spending account, your brain doesn't register it as available. You can't spend what you don't see. 2. The 72-hour cool down. Found something you need? Put it in the cart and leave it for 72 hours. Let the dopamine spike die down. If you still want it after 3 days, buy it. Usually the glitch will have cleared by then. 3. Change your server. If your friends spend their weekends window shopping or at high-end bars, you will too. Change your social environment. Find a tribe where the flex is how much you've invested, not how much you've consumed. 4. Understand the game. Money isn't a score. It's a tool for autonomy. It's the ability to say no. No to a boss you hate. No to a city that drains you. No to a life lived on someone else's terms. You've been playing the game on hard mode because you're letting your biology call the shots. You're letting 50,000-year-old instincts run your 21st century portfolio. Stop. Recognize the glitch. Patch the software. Take control of the mechanics. Most people will watch this, feel a temporary motivation spike, another dopamine hit, and then go right back to scrolling and spending. They'll stay in the tutorial level forever. Don't be most people. If this hit a nerve, or if you've realized your own biological bugs, smash the like button. It helps the algorithm find other people who need a system restart. Subscribe if you want more high-density breakdowns of the software of success. Drop a comment below. What's the most expensive glitch you've ever paid for? Let's add to the damage in the comments. Dismissed.